Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is substring shift. You are given a string S consisting of lowercase English characters. You may perform the following operation at most once. That is, choose a non-empty contiguous substring and replace each character in it with the next character in the alphabet cyclically. That is, A will become B, B will become C, and so on. And finally, completing the circle, Z will become A. Now all characters outside the chosen substring remains unchanged. What we want to do is we want to find the lexicographically smallest string that we can obtain. So we have this string S with us, right? What we are going to do is choose a substring and perform this operation on it. That is, we will cyclically increase the character. That is, A will become B and so on, as we have seen in this. Now what we want to achieve is we want to achieve the lexicographically smallest string that we can obtain. Now we say that two strings, let's say S1 and S2, we see that S1 is lexicographically smaller than S2 if there exists index I and j in such a way that before this index, right, everything else is same in both S1 and S2, but this at index I, right, S1 is going to be less than S2j. In this scenario, we will say that S1 is lexicographically smaller. That is, everything before I in both of them is equal, but at this index I, the character at S1 is less than S2. That would mean lexicographically smaller. So for input format, we have t test cases, and for each test case, we have two lines. The first line contains a single integer n, and the second line will contain our string s. As for the output, we simply have to output the lexicographically smallest string that we can get. As for constraints, number of test cases will go from 1 to 10 raised to 4. Value of n will go from 1 to 2 into 10 raised to 5. Let's see some sample inputs. So for the very first sample input, we have the string I, Z, B, and Z. Now if we perform the operation I, it will simply become J. So if we consider that this is our S1 and this is our S2 where we are going to transform I, so now the string that we get is actually lexicographically greater than S1 because the very first character is not only just same, J is actually greater. So we are at a loss here. So this cannot be a valid solution. So what could be? We know that increasing any other character from A to Y is only going to increase its value. A will become B, Y will become Z, M will become N, I will become J. So in any of these scenarios, the lexicographical value will only increase. There is only one scenario where it will decrease. That is when we go from Z to A. So to give you an example, in this case, if you perform the operation here, our string will become I, A, B, Z. Now if you see and compare it with the original string, we have this index. Before this, everything is same, all the characters are same. But in this case, the character here is smaller than the one present in the above string, and in that manner, this is lexicographically smaller than this, and there is nothing else that we can do to get a more lexicographically smaller string. So this is our solution here. The approach what we are going to do is, we know that if Z is present, only then we have to perform our operation. If Z is not present, we simply print S. But if Z is present, then we find the first occurrence of Z, and then until we have Z, anything else will just decrease the value. So as long as we can see Z in our substring, we'll select it and change it. And we will change it to all A's. And with this, we'll get the lexicographically smallest string. And this is our solution. Let's see how we can implement the solution in C++. So for each test case, we'll call the function solve. In solve, we take the input of n and then we take the input of our string. Now what we want to do is we want to find the first occurrence of Z starting from the 0th index. So we set a flag initially to 0 and we'll set this to 1 once we get our first Z. Now we only want to update Z that are consecutive to this. So we'll keep on updating it and performing the operation in this substring that is consisting of all Z's. We will convert them to A and at the end we'll simply print it. And we will have the lexicographically smallest string that we can get with this operation. And as you can see, I have AC in my C++ implementation. Let's see how we can do this in Python. Again, for each test case, we call the function solve. In solve, we take the input of n and the string s. Here we take the approach of finding the substring first. That is, we declare L and R as being the limits of our substring that consists of z's that we get to the leftmost. So we start searching for the character z. Once we get it, we keep on expanding it until we get to a character that is not z. And in that manner, we find the range. Then we update this range, that is, we convert this z's to a. At the end, we print it, and as you can see, I have AC in Python implementation as well. So I hope you understood the problem, the approach, and how we can implement the solution in both C++ and Python. Have a very good day, and I'll see you in the next video.